Hey everybody, welcome back to our Interstellar Space Genesis Let's Play of the Moltar. Where we last left off, we were going to war with the Sulak over here. We had taken one planet from them over in the Zeus and Terra system. And we have one planet still to conquer in that area. We have assault ships en route. And this session, what we're going to try to do is do enough damage to the Sulak to knock them out of their position of power that they've been in for most of the game and put ourselves firmly in that position. So hopefully we will be able to win by council victory. We may just be able to overwhelm everyone if we can take their capital as well as the Human Federation capital down here. So that is my goal, and to do that I believe we're going to need some better weaponry as the most important thing that we're kind of lacking right now. And I will be going for the Gauss coil gun. The whole reason I went kinetics was for the neutronium shells benefit. Unfortunately, we did not find more than one source of neutronium so far in this game. It is a rare resource. Looks like there's one other source for it down here. If we take that, if we finish our research in that area, so it might be worth shifting our efforts down there to go ahead and reveal that, because we will get that benefit. We won't get that benefit until we expose what that is. I'm going to take a quick look through my planets real quick here and just make sure that there's nothing pressing that needs to be done. Most of these newer worlds are it's too late in the game for them to have much impact. We do have, looks like the humans here have lost their shackles, so they've come to accept our rule at this point. They're assimilated, I believe is what that means. See, the loyalty is revolting in the recently taken, and loyalty is okay in this colony. So that being the case, I believe we're in good shape to proceed here. I don't know what this human frigate is planning, if this is a initial force that's going to lead to a declaration of war. It doesn't have enough power to take out the Starhammer that's here, but we will see. For right now, we're just going to continue to push against the Sulak. We have an opportunity to build something here in this colony we just took. Just going to go with trade goods here. I'd like to push a little more research, but we can't quite afford it without taking a lot of monetary loss right now. So, all right, here's the other battle we're going to take against Zeus and Terra. We do have one assault ship and 3 bomb ships. This planet is not really worth invading. I think we'll just go ahead and drop all our bombs. We could take it with 84% right now, but I'm not even going to. I don't want to lose the assault ship for that. This is that asteroid belt we're sharing with the humans, and I do not want to take an attack there. Alright, we do have the eruptor out now, which will give us extra bombs. So we're going to send that to Zeus and Terra as well. And then I believe we should consider making another ship here. But instead of making another ship right now, I'm going to make a long-term investment for us and go ahead and push the infrastructure. So by the time hopefully we do get the better weaponry researched, the Gauss coil gun, we will have sufficient output to really pump out a ship quickly here on this colony. Even though our home world is fully built up, it's only a medium world and maxed to 12 population, whereas this one has the potential to go even higher than that. So this leader that is leading that colony just leveled up, and we know that we're going to want to make it produce ships even quicker, so labor is going to be important for that. And I think we're going to go with advanced scientists and just continue to push that direction. At this point, our early breakthrough chances up to 34%. So we will produce trade goods for right now, but we're really focusing on infrastructure. Other than that, I don't see any other threats that are of too much concern yet. Alright, we've got 3 bomb drops. We're going to go ahead and drop them all again. And we've gone ahead and destroyed that colony. Yeah, it probably could just go without the confirmation screen at this point because we have already destroyed it and there are no more options, but I'll go ahead and say we're done with ground combat there. Just remember we're experiencing a pre-alpha version here, so there are going to be some things that are still going to be optimized and fixed up as the game proceeds in its development. Gauss coil gun is going to take us 9 turns. I'm going to do what I can. It says 6 turns. 9 turns is where I'm getting out, I guess, out of the 7,500 RP that we're at 0, but I don't think that's accounting for the 483 and probably the this RP bonus must add on to our existing research when we're researching this category, so we're probably getting 471 plus 483 per turn towards this, which is why we're seeing that 6-turn time instead of a 5-turn time, or instead of a 9-turn time. Now I have increased this by 10%, which is going to get it down to 5 turns. That should be good. We know the infrastructure here is going to be in 6 turns, so we'll be able to design a ship shortly thereafter. Actually, I'm going to move this down to keep it in line with that timing. Humans would like a trade treaty. Not interested in that right now. Would give us a deficit. We profited heavily from a trade treaty earlier, but at this point I don't see much point in that. He's only protecting up here with a cruiser. Probably not a high value colony for him. That would give us an opportunity to potentially head up there. It's a 1-turn move. We could move up there probably before he notices and come back, just with how quick our ships are. And this human ship is probably going to arrive next turn, so we're going to see what he's up to. We're not going to initiate an attack. We're not going to initiate attack here. We've got some type of bug, a couple of green lines going diagonal across here. We'll ignore those. I think it's probably what it actually is. Those, when we see those green lines, I believe they are the... I'm not exactly sure which system that was, if it was here, but I think it's probably these green lines from these wormholes. I've seen before where ship paths, the green line for the ship path will appear in the system view even though it's not supposed to. So, completed robotic factory down here. We'll go ahead and focus infrastructure. I think we are going to try a quick assault just to take this place out in a fell swoop if we can. And we'll come back to Zuzentera shortly. Hopefully we don't, if they do revolt, the colony will turn back to its original owner, so that's something we need to be cognizant of, and we'll have to send assault ships in again to take it if that happens. Now the only thing here literally is looks like it's just a helium-3 gas giant. Alright, let's turn on our movement speed. This guy has the Wurzite cannon, so let's just get in there as quick as we can. This being a cruiser, you would think maybe I would have a better chance to hit it, but it's still only a 2% chance. That just doesn't make sense to me. I did hit. Something definitely seems off with that weapon, so. Okay, let's go ahead and fire on. Oh, that was quick work. That was a cruiser, pretty weakly armored one. We'll go ahead and occupy that. This is the human. It did look like they are making a move here with a Titan on Gush. I don't know what their plan is with this. It's got quite a heavy arsenal on it, but I believe if we send our entire fleet there, we could take it out. We're also 2 turns away. So I'm going to go ahead and counter him. I am glad, though, that the AI has put up somewhat of a fight. It does make our session a bit more interesting. I've had a few times where they haven't mustered this much defense. So it's a good thing in this case, even though it is a little more of a challenge for us. With both our ships taking one turn to get there, hopefully we'll be able to fight at that location at the same time. We've got 5 ships here. Hopefully that'll be enough to take out a single Titan. We do have another Eruptor coming, and we're still working on our infrastructure here. We've got another Vulcan coming as well. At this point I don't think there's too much to do. We are going to get a space culture in 7 turns, I just noticed. Alright, here we go. It's putting the odds definitely in our favor here, 97 to 3%. He's only on class 3 shields and Warzite armor, so his technology is not that advanced. Our lasers here, I'm going to put PD all targets, which should hit any missiles that try to come by this. And we're too far away for our lasers to fire from this range, so they won't get wasted. I am wondering if I should move in to get a plasma cannon shot against this guy or just sit back. I think at this point I am going to move this ship in slightly, turn it on a PD all targets. Doesn't look like I can reach from there. I'm just going to have these guys all kind of defend themselves right now, because this ship here does not have any PD, and it's our biggest ship, so it's a decent chance that he's going to go for that right away. We've actually peeled off his armor already, or his shielding in the front already. Oh, alright, he made quick work of that ship. I don't quite know if we had anyone piloting that one, but if we did, they're going to be somewhat unhappy with us. We do have 14% chance to hit with the Warzite cannon here, which it's not tremendous, but it's alright. This destroyer here, I don't really care too much about it, so I'm just going to go ahead and rush it in there to get some damage in. Let's go ahead and hit him with the gauze coil gun. I'm actually going to overload the gauze coil gun. Alright, we've done a lot of damage to him here. Ooh, that was a heavy amount of damage on that ship. Yeah, it's the mothership is armor is stripped, structure damage is done. Important thing to remember in this game is that ships repair instantly outside of combat, so as long as we survive, we won't have to worry about anything else besides that. I'm somewhat surprised that the range on this weapon is not, this plasma cannon is not able to strike. I do need to move in a little bit more. I think combat's going to end this turn. If it doesn't, we're, oh, shoot, why did that, I did not intend to do that. Alright, I wanted to bring all my weapons to bear, but that's not going to happen now, so we are going to go ahead and move in as close as we can. Got him. Okay. Excellent. So we lost a battleship. No, we lost... Yeah, we did lose a battleship. I guess we lost the Eruptor. Is that the one that was destroyed? Yeah, it was the Eruptor. Did we have anyone piloting that? We did not, so it's okay. I mean, that ship did take a long time to build, and we're without a bomber now, but we did just topple a Titan, so I'm not going to complain too much. And the Titan surprisingly did a lot of damage. His defenses are weak, though, so I think with upgraded weapons we'll be able to take him out. Probably after he's only gotten a single shot off. And if we can give him some juicy targets to aim for that aren't what we want to protect, then we'll be okay. Zeroff's leveled up again. I believe I am going to give him more attack skill. Let's pick up that weapon specialist. That's going to be boost our. Alright, we can get it in 1 turn if we do that. But again, we don't want to do that because we're not going to be ready with our infrastructure here. So our ship, as I said, is fully. These are fully functional. There is no, at least currently, mechanic where the ships need to be repaired or anything. So we did survive the combat, which is a good thing. We do know now that he has the capability to produce Titans. It's probably taking him quite some time. We did take a system from him as well, so we have weakened him some. We could try to do a flyby and hit over here in 2 turns. That may be worth doing. If we move there, there's a decent chance he's going to fly by us and come back for Gush again. But I think we want to try to take this from him. I'm going to move here first and see what he does in response. Sulak, okay, they're suing for peace here at this point. They are suffering, but I'm not willing to give them peace. So my guess is losing that Titan has scared them. Yeah, they dropped a lot here, and the Dragul have gone up, actually. So they're going to become the bigger threat soon. So now I can make a 1-turn move here. The AI did not choose to be brave in that situation. They may still try to counter, in which case maybe we trade holdings, but that's okay. I'll hit him in the backside and hope that my engines can get us back to where we need to be. Alright, excellent. Surprisingly, apparently he has not settled the accretion disk, which was the thing I was most interested in taking here, actually. But, okay. We'll just go ahead and take one of these then. Oh, I thought apparently I was mistaken. We were researching Tartarus World Uplift the whole time. Alright, so lesson learned, pay attention to your research projects and make sure you've got what you're expecting to have. The good news is we can still get this, and we can focus on... We can do the World Uplift here, which is going to make this place even better. It's going to put it up to 30% morale and 30% population growth, I believe. So we'll go ahead and do that since we have extra time now. She's leveled up. I do believe we should go for... So in this stack right now, we have her and him. So our other... I haven't seen Yang in quite a while. Where has he been hiding out? He's in Miri. Okay, so he's actually here in a Vulcan by himself. He's kind of our defensive expert. Since we don't have a defensive expert over here, and basically for the fleet, the highest of attack or defense for the fleet is going to take precedence. So right now he's got 5 and 5, so they're both the same in attack, and she's leading defense. I think I'm going to push her down the path of defense and push him on the path of attack, since they're teamed up together at the present time. And she gets 2 points every time because of this genius trait. Genius trait's a very valuable one to have, obviously. Alright, we've got that. Now I could stay here and try to take the rest of the asteroid belts from them. I could make a move here and try to hit this place. I think I am going to just continue moving because he's not really getting much out of this except for some trade. That's not really pumping his economy up too much. So we are going to try and hope that they don't counter. I think they're a little afraid right now. A destroyer. We should be able to make quick work of this. Couple of misses, not surprising, at 3%. Alright, mothership took him out. We did almost lose that ship last time. It definitely would have hurt us if we had. Do I care about this world? Not really. I'm just going to destroy it. I don't need this system back here for anything right now. His colony ship is fleeing back here, which we're going to meet him there. If I really wanted to optimize, I could go through all the colonies and make sure they're doing stuff all the time, but at this point in the game, I don't think that's really necessary. It's just going to prolong things at this point. Just get a zoom out view here and take a look and see if anything's coming in to surprise us. Does not look to be. Let's take out this one. His colony ship was killed this time. Did not get a chance to run away. So I will go ahead and conquer that one. At this point, I'm sure that he is suffering tremendously. Production's down. Population is almost level with us. His overall strength is dropping down to below the Drago level. And our fleet strength is still slightly above. Population's gone up. It's going to be a long time to the next point, but we're going to get this world uplift. We've got a upgrade here. Let's go ahead and get that. It increases plus 25% planetary engineering on the Empire. So I don't see any reason not to do that. I think we will just go enhanced ecology here. We're going to continue to drill in there, so we still have not revealed that source. In Xiagu, which we are on the right one, yes. We still have not revealed that, so I'm doing an outpost ship here. Don't really know that I need an outpost ship, but I don't remember what I was trying to get with that. It's been a little while now. We could go for Helium-3. I don't know if there's much point. I don't see any +2s here either. I don't really think we need any asteroid belts, so I'm probably just going to kill that outpost ship for the time being. And perhaps I hate to do nothing here is the problem, and I don't really need any of this other stuff. I'll build another bomber ship. 10 turns for that. That'll keep him busy for a while. Okay, this is, we're going to take the last asteroid belt here. We're not going to attack the human. Alright, we've got a vote here. You can see here we've got 90 votes. Votes needed is 161. So we probably won't be able to win this time. Yeah, we're not able to counter both the humans and the Sulak, who dislike us heavily right now, due to the fact that we stomped them both into the ground on more than one occasion. Alright, so the uplift has been completed now. I'm not entirely sure where that's reflected on here. I'm probably overlooking something obvious. I know we got it, and it looks like I'm not sure where that status is reflected on the colony, but it should be in effect anyway. I can see we've got 1401 production here for population growth. 2 turns, so let's go ahead and keep pushing the population. Every population is more construction resources that we're going to have. We've got a space culture perk. Do we have anything here? Terraform uplifted worlds. So I believe that lets you, if we did have a world that was uplifted similar to this, normally it says you cannot terraform it. If we had that space culture choice, we would have that option. We're not really looking to do that right now, so that's not of too much interest to us. Increased remote exploration speed at this stage of the game is not that vital. I don't know if we're going to get another space culture out this game. So honestly, I think in this case it doesn't matter too much what we pick. Terraforming we're not really doing manually. We've been using our special ability to do that. So in the off chance that we do get down to the next level, I suppose I will pick, those are asteroid exploitations, I will pick this in case we get down to plus 50% eco-engineering or plus 100% to eco level, which potentially boost that morale boost to 60% to get that much more production out if we get that far. Okay. The downside to this is we will get these messages to change remote exploration targets more often, which can be somewhat repetitive later in the game. So he does have another place down here, Xeropus. I think we will take this one just as a launching off point to get this place because it's out of our reach currently. So if we occupy this, we should be able to get here. It also gives us a full range of anything that the Drago may have back here. Right now the Sulak do not look interested in causing any kind of conflict with us, so they're sitting still at their capital. They're afraid we'll move in and take it if they move out any of their ships. Alright, there's the Gauss coil gun. We got an early breakthrough on it, which is awesome because we were planning to wait another few turns for that still. So with that researched, there's a Doom Cannon, Plasma Torpedo, we could get more shielding. Our weapons research is just massive at this point due to the all the leader bonuses we're getting. 315 from leader specialist, and then we picked that data core artifact, which was plus 25% early in the game, and you can see where that was a long-term investment for us. At the time it was barely giving us anything like 7 research points, and now we're getting 213 out of it. The antimatter drive is 5 parsecs per turn. We could go for hyperdrive, which is 6 parsecs per turn. We could go for the warp interdictor, but I don't think we're going to need that at this point. Planetary ecosynthesis, plus 50 planetary engineering and empire, plus 50%. This is an achievement. It doesn't have to be built. Both of these are achievements. So that's just a blanket infrastructure development and planetary engineering boost, so I'm just going to go for that because we won't have to build anything anywhere to deal with that. All we have to do is research it, and those technologies, as you might imagine, are quite useful for that reason. Let's get the commando expert. That'll help as we take places from them. He's got a battleship, some frigates down here. Okay, so I think we may at this point want to head back somewhere where we can refit. We've got a cruiser here that might be worth refitting. We've also got both of these are probably fine. Their technology has been pretty good. So I guess the question was whether or not it's worth it to go back and refit or just build a new. Let's go into our ship design for our Vulcan, which is the one that has all the Wordsight cannons on it right now. You can see we get 84 space available now, just mainly due to the fact that we've got miniaturization in place for weaponry where we didn't before. So the Wordsight cannon is at a miniaturization level of 2. The Gauss coil gun does not have any miniaturization right now, but that's not going to stop me from wanting to switch to that. Would be nice if I could move this weapon at the top of my list to have it appear that way instead of having these all above it. That'd be my preference, but we've got to go. These are really big right now, 112. We could try to miniaturize it by getting higher tier technology. We free up 12 space if we take this off. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, just the size of this weapon is on a cruiser, at least. On a battleship we could probably fit more. These were 28 damage apiece. So it is about the same. I guess it's okay for now. We'll go ahead and do this. Our shields are only shield class 3. I didn't quite realize that we were that behind on shield technology. So it might make sense to come back to that in a second and get some type of shields in place that are an improvement. Well, I have shield 6 here. So why has that not upgraded? Okay, there we go. I guess it does not automatically swap out because of the miniaturization level. I didn't quite realize that it wouldn't. I thought it would upgrade to the max like the duralloy plating has, but I suppose not. All right, so this is fine then. In that case, I think it is worth coming back here and refitting that Vulcan, and possibly creating another Vulcan here, Vulcan 2. Let's contribute as much to the Vulcan as we can while still getting population gain in 1 turn. That looks perfect. And we've got eruptors, and I think I'm going to forego the eruptor here, which is going to take a long time anyway, and escalate a Vulcan 2 instead, which also takes a long time. Do I have any other Vulcans already deployed? I do here. I think I'm going to actually first, sorry, I keep changing up what we're doing, but I just realized we should refit those ships, and I'll get to show off the refit, which is something I haven't done yet at this point. Let's just clear these out, clean up my queue a little bit. So here we have the option to refit the ship, and we can pick the design we want to refit to over here. So I'm going to take this cruiser and refit to this, and when that finishes we'll refit the other one. I don't want to take the other one out of orbit right now. Looks like he is going to move to take this back, which is fine. We'll get a Vulcan in 3 turns, which these guys will be back in 2 turns. He might take some of this stuff back from us, but we're moving back for a good reason, because we're going to have much better ships to throw at him and within just a few turns. Okay, he's about to reach there right now. Got a deep core mine here. I think the humans have figured out it's not too bad to be under Moltar rule. We try to be fairly benevolent. Let's do another refit here. It's looking like we might, since we didn't win the election, it's looking like we might end up going to another session here. I thought we might be able to push them this session, but they had a little more fight in their step than I had originally anticipated. I still don't think we have any real threat that we're going to face at this point. It's just cleanup, but it's still fun cleanup to the point that I'm not dreading it. Like in a lot of 4X games, you get to that point where you just don't want to do anything anymore. I guess in a way I'm doing that already with some of these colonies where I'm not actively managing them perhaps as closely as I should. Let's do that. We've got, I think I've got everything refitting. Looks like we might be getting into a conflict here with the Drago. There's the other neutronium source. We're up to 3 now, so that's going to boost all our weapons up by an extra 20% damage. Okay, these are ready to go, so I'm going to actually send them back because we've got 2 different people for some reason thinking it's a good time to come in and threaten us. going to send Yang in as well. Hopefully we don't just get obliterated. That would not be ideal, but okay, we've got another refit going on, or that's the original refit. So the brand new one is the one we've got right now. I'm going to pump out another one. That technology is about to finish, so we will push for. We may as well get fusion production. We'll get a half 0.5 increase everywhere. Go ahead and grab that as well, and then I'm going to go back to weaponry because I want to get some miniaturization in place. So we'll get the Doom Cannon. I believe that is going to position us to defend ourselves. So here's the destroyer from the Drago. Obviously they've declared war on us. But that's not going to go well for them. Yeah, he's definitely looking to retreat at this point. So I just need to move full speed and see if I can take him out, but make sure he pays for trying to get in here and mess with us. He's got, what, 1 health left, it looks like? Alright. So they declared war and tipped their hand, and now they made an initial attack that was not a great move when I could get there in a single turn. Okay, so we're fighting a war against both now, which does increase our need for warships, and we are right now at ship support cap. So, but we do have the Starhammer and Eruptor here, and we also have the Vulcan here. I'm gonna actually bring them together, so we've got a stronger force. I can also refit the Vulcan, possibly, depending how much time we have. There's a Titan incoming here. We've got a Vulcan 2 here. I'm going to leave that as is. As soon as we get this Tartarus World uplift, let's start working on the Vulcan. Can I get this down to a single turn? Let's do that. Okay, we are the defender in this case, so we're going to have to attack him. This Titan, it's probably similar design to what we saw in the last one. I would rather send an unmanned ship in first, if we can. Perhaps I'll regret this decision, but I'm going to go ahead and do this to get him in there. The lava boys here hopefully are more of a distraction than anything else. And the magma is slightly better in that it has some PD capabilities. And this guy, I'm going to overload my shield in the thought that he's going to try to hit me this turn. Possibly try to take me out. Ooh, he got me. Ouch. Alright. That definitely hurts us quite a bit here, so let's see if we can do enough to get through his shields and take him out. Definitely have to be careful here. Hopefully we can damage some of his systems enough that... Alright, his shield's gone. We're getting into his structure now. Ooh! He does have a lot of weapons in that thing. A lot of weapons on that thing. Oh, come on. He's looking to retreat. Not gonna happen. So we did lose a cruiser and a battleship in that battle. Definitely a tough battle. We can see there that the ships we found earlier on in the game that were very strong seemed like they didn't have as strong a defenses as we would have liked. So we're getting the initial attack fleet in from the Dragul, like they typically tend to do. We're going to see a lot of frigates come in early, and they'll probably hold their bigger ships back for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and grab the defense here. We'll get activist. We'll grant the raise. Okay, so we've got enough here. They are 2 turns, 2 turns, and 2 turns. So they're kind of splitting it a little bit, but Reclusia I don't care too much about. Acryu, obviously I need to defend, but I think we can send the Vulcan here to keep that one. We've got more Vulcans on the way. We've got another Vulcan 2 here, which I'm going to send here to join with them. We are going to have to put Zaroff on a new ship since his ship was destroyed. We'll put him on probably this Vulcan 2, which is currently I guess it's going to be listed as Kluegi right now. So it's going to be a 5-turn delay on that because he was not at that location when that ship was launched out. Okay. She wants to command a battleship. Okay, well we will try to design a battleship as soon as we get a few more cruisers out. I probably could keep this if I just sent the Starhammer there. I think I will do that. And try to just defend all 3 at once. Looks like he's going for a very missile heavy attack here. And he decided to flee. So his missiles won't impact us, which is good, because it could possibly have destroyed that ship. I don't know quite how powerful it is. So here's the Eruptor. Again, it's more of a PD and bomb ship. It's not really designed to be fighting in combat as much. This one still is an original Vulcan. Need to refit it as soon as I get a chance. Yeah, we're not going to be able to defeat him before he retreats. There's fusion treatment. Alright, we've got a population gain here at Fin 1. We'll just continue down that path for now. Some of these places may start becoming an alternate place where we could build up Let's actually get enhanced ecology there. Looks like we did not get into combat there, perhaps because we already had a few combats. At this point he's retreating, so I'm going to go ahead and do my refit right now of the existing Vulcan to the new Vulcan. 7 turns for a refit here. 5 turns if I do that. Okay, the Doom Cannon is underway. We are hemorrhaging funds pretty quickly here, so we're going to drop that down. We've got more ships coming. It's just a matter of being able to produce them fast enough to do what we need to do. But I think a smart move here would be now to counterattack. I think it makes sense to counterattack him and keep him on his toes. What does he own here? Okay, looks like just this gas giant. Certainly getting a lot of combats in this one. Some have gone our way, some have not. We did lose the mothership, which was unfortunate. Ancient ruins. We could actually explore that because we have Tamara Adams here and she is an explorer, so we may as well see if we can get anything good out of this. It's been a long time since we've checked out some ruins, I believe. No, nothing there. It's worth pointing out that if you do get the... Oh. He's got another Titan. If we do get the technology or the trait to go up to Master Explorer, then you can actually search ruins a second time, which with the number of ruins we have would give a lot potentially. I get that. Engineer, -1 to ship energy overload, that can be helpful. Let's go ahead and grab it. We've seen where the overload allows our kinetics to do double damage for 1 turn effectively, so certainly nothing to turn down. We could consider sending our Eruptor somewhere and refitting it, perhaps at Kluegi, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. We could try... I don't know how much space we have on one of those right now. It's got 174 space, which is enough to fit almost 2 coil guns. If we took the particle accelerator off, we could fit 2 coil guns on it. And still have all the PD lasers. But not with classic shields. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that yet. Let's hold off and get the tech that we need to do that the right way. Let's see if we can hit the Dragul again somewhere else. He's moving his Titan around. Some discoveries. Dragul would like a peace treaty. No. At this point I'm not giving anyone peace treaties. I'm not interested in peace. Only war. 2 battleships and a destroyer. Let's hit him here. We just need to do enough damage to him. We just finished Vulcan here. Where is... Where is Anthony Yang? Oh, he's in the Vulcan that's being refit here. Okay. Yeah, I do want to send that there then. Let's build another one, 4 turns. Humans have been quite quiet for a while. I'm interested to see what they're gonna eventually try to do to us. Just don't have the range to hit him with anything. And that was not what I intended to do. Yeah, he's out of here. Okay. And he's fled. We could think about invading here. We could hit the population, the infrastructure. No, we don't have any bombs. Just assault ships. Alright, let's go ahead and launch an invasion. 68%. Certainly not a guarantee here. Alright, we lost both assault ships during the invasion, but we did take the colony from him, and we also stole disruptor beam technology. Disruptor beam is, yeah, it's a good high level technology. We now know that they have that level of technology there as well. Another ruin. I think this will be our last turn for this session. Nothing again. Go ahead and just evaluate the situation here. So at this point we have taken a pretty good swath of the galaxy, including down to here that we're still holding from the humans. We've pushed the Sulak down to 5 territories, some of which they took back. The Dragula sitting on, looks like 5 systems as well. Humans are boxed in with 5 roughly, some of which are shared. So we should be, fleet-wise, we're neck and neck with the Sulak and the Dragula. I believe that their Titans are contributing a lot to that. We don't have any Titans. We really need to start getting battleships out. But you can see here at this point we are rank 1 in every category. So I'm not going to make such a bold prediction that we can finish it in the next session. We'll just have to see how it goes. But this session has certainly, they've put up a little bit more of a fight than I've seen in some of the other ones, which is good. And I don't think we're in jeopardy of losing, but I am glad to see that. So, all right, I will see you in the next session. Thanks.